My mates! How's it going? In today's video, it's chapter 13 of The Last Guardian by Jeff Grubb. This chapter asks for emotional range that I just do not have, but let's give it a try, shall we? Let's go! No! The vision disappeared, leaving Khadgar and Garona alone in the dining hall once more, and Khadgar then fell to his knees.
The old man. It couldn't be. It can be.
Khadgar's stomach was in knots, his mind racing.
No, it must be a misfire. A false vision. Complete bollocks. You said yourself they rarely work as intended. Not like that. It rarely shows what I asked for, but it always shows the truth. Well, perhaps it's just a warning. It makes sense. Think about it. That's why the wards were still intact. He's already here. But it didn't seem like him. Maybe it was some illusion, some magical fakery.
Khadgar looked at Garona. She was trembling, and there were tears pooling in her eyes. She wanted to believe, desperately.
I know the Master's voice. I know the Master's face. In all his moods and manners. But it was like someone else was wearing that face. Something false. Maybe he was just tricking that orc, convincing him to come here. But why? Why would Medivh want to bring the orcs to Azeroth?
I don't know. It sure as hell explains why he hasn't done much to oppose them, though. Why he doesn't give a shit.
We need to find out. He's the Guardian. Can't just condemn him on a single vision.
Garona nodded.
So what do we do? Just ask him.
Before Khadgar could respond, another voice sounded through the halls. What's going on? What are you children up to? Khadgar turned to see Medivh standing in the doorway, and the young apprentice immediately found himself struggling to think of an answer. So Garona went ahead and answered for him.
The apprentice was showing me a spell he was working on.
Ugh, another of your visions, young trust. They're bad enough around here without you calling up more. Come out of there at once. We have work to do. You as well, emissary. Medivh's voice was measured and understanding, but also firm. So Khadgar went to take a step forward and obey his master, but Garona grabbed him by the arm.
Shadows.
Khadgar then blinked and looked back at the magus in the doorway. Garona was right. Trailing behind him was not one shadow, but two. What's the matter with you?
We should, clean up our mess. Don't want to make Moreau's work too hard. We'll catch up with you. Negotiation's not part of an apprentice's duties. Come here at once.
However, no one moved, and Garona tugged on Khadgar's arm once again.
Why doesn't he come into the room?
Why indeed, Khadgar thought. But instead, he said,
One question, Master.
What?
Why did you visit the Orc Gul'dan's dreams? Why did you show them how to come to this world?
Medivh shifted his glare to Garona.
I was unaware Gul'dan told you of me. It didn't strike me as being unwise. Or a chatterbox. I didn't know. Until now.
It matters little. Now come here, both of you. Why did you show the orcs the way here? You do not negotiate with your betters. Why did you bring the orcs to Azeroth? It is none of your business, child. You will come here, now. The Magus's face was now absolutely livid.
With respect, sir, no, I will not.
Child, I will have you... However, as Medivh stepped into the room, sparks started flying all over the place, causing the Magus to stagger back.
The hell was that? Circle of warding. To keep summoned demons at bay. He can't cross it. Why not? Unless... No.
So it was you. You killed Khadgar and Garona, and Guzbar, and the others. Why? Did they figure things out?
They were further from the truth than you are, child. But I had to be careful.
Medivh then attempted to step forward again, grunting at the resistance from the protective ward.
I forgave your curiosity for your youth, and I thought that loyalty still mattered in this world.
The wards blazed as Medivh moved into them, setting his beard on fire.
He's gonna get through. We need to get out of here.
Only way out is past him.
Blow out a wall then. New exit.
Khadgar looked around the room but then shook his head.
We'll do something.
So Khadgar did do something. Calming himself, he drew on the surrounding magical energies and said,
Bring me a vision of one who has fought this beast before.
The scene then shifted, with Khadgar and Garona now finding themselves in the observatory atop the tower. You dare strike your own mother? Aegwynn stood at one end of the deck, with her past Medivh standing at the other. And Khadgar then kind of shit himself as he realised the present incarnation of Medivh was also with them in this vision. sort of sparkling away inside one of the walls.
Mother, I thought you were being hysterical.
So a mystic bolt would bring me to my senses. Answer my question. You're not seeing things right. Answer. Why did you bring the orcs to Azeroth?
No wonder he was being so testy when you asked him that.
Mother, you don't have an answer, do you? This is some little game you're playing. The power of the Tirisfalen is no game, child. How do you account for yourself? Khadgar half expected past Medivh to just cheese it from his mother, but instead, the Magus simply started to laugh. Does your mother's disapproval amuse you, child?
No, but my mother's stupidity does.
You dare?
I do, Mother, and I have the power for it. The power you invested me with at my conception. A power I did not want or request.
But why? Why did you let the orcs into Azeroth? There was no need. You've put entire populations at risk, and to what end? To break the cycle, of course. To smash the clockwork universe that you've built for me. Everything in its place, including your child. If you could not continue on as Guardian, your hand-picked, born and groomed successor would, but would be locked into his script, as tightly as any of your other pawns. But the risk, child. Risk? Risk to whom? Certainly not to me. Not with the power of the Tirisfalen at my command. The Order worry more about internal politics than demons, and the human nations are all fat and happy, protected from dangers they don't even know about. Is anyone important really at risk? You're playing with forces greater than yourself. Oh, of course. Thinking I could handle powers like that would be the sin of pride, wouldn't it? Sort of like thinking you could match wits with the Lord of the Burning Legion and come out on top, eh, Mother? What happens if these orcs succeed? They worship dark gods and shadows. Why would you give Azeroth to them? When they succeed, they will make me their leader. They respect strength, Mother, unlike the rest of this sorry world. And thanks to you, I'm the strongest thing in this world. I will have broken the shackles that you and others have placed on me, and I will rule. There was some awkward silence for a bit, until Egwin broke it. You are not my son. No, I've never been your son. Not truly, in any case. Past Medivh then started to laugh, but it wasn't his usual little titter. It was a much deeper, thunderous laugh, one that Egwin immediately recognised. Sargeras, but I killed you.
You killed a body, witch, but I was willing to sacrifice it to gain a greater prize.
Despite herself, Egwin placed a hand on her stomach.
Yes, mother dear, I hid in your womb, passed into the slumbering cells of your unformed child. Killing you was impossible, seducing you, unlikely. So I made myself your heir.
Egwin cried out a curse and hurled a bolt of energy at the Medivh Sargeras creature, but it simply raised a hand and caught the energy, then invoked a spell of its own and sent Egwin flying across the room.
I cannot kill you, mother. Some part of me keeps me from doing that. But I will break you and banish you, and by the time you've healed and returned here, this land will be mine.
The vision then dissipated, and present-day Medivh fell to his knees and let out a huge howl, which was a bit weird. It seemed he was screaming to the heavens for a forgiveness that he would never receive.
That's our cue. Run!
So Khadgar did. Both he and Garona pushed past the screaming, sobbing Medivh in the doorway and made their way down the stairs, almost slamming directly into Morose.
Excited?
Problem? The Master's gone mad, Morose. More than usual. It's not a joke. Do you have the whistle to summon griffins?
Yep. Wish me to summon.
I'll do it. He'll be after us, but you better run as well. Take cook. Get as far away as you can. And with that, Khadgar and Garona buggered off.
Flee? Where would I even go?
And we're leaving it there! So that was a roller coaster of emotions. I can't do angry, and I can't do sad very well, to be honest. I always struggle to act those things. But anyway, 3 more chapters to go. As usual, links in the description for the book, my Patreon page, my Discord, all of that stuff. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. And all that's left to say is, thanks for watching, and see ya!